teams, players who are going to play their skills overseas. High level changing the dynamic of international. I think that is what they may well be looking at by day. Well, she would argue she didn't know too much about it. Yes, we'll be desperate for this to go South Africa's way. 5 minutes of the 7 minutes of additional time have been played. They're checking the disallowed goal. Has been confirmed and not sure whether the handball was looked at as well, but either way. He's being urged to get on with it by Graham Donnelly. South Africa, not a team that used to be in this sort of position. If you look at their results in their last few tournaments, where they finished, you'll understand why. Fourth place champions, runners up fourth, runners up third, runners up third. Before you get to their last group stage exit, maybe 2 decades ago. But if they do not find a goal in the next minute or so, Tanzania for defeat against Burkina Faso. South Africa's race will be over before it's even begun. Into the middle it goes. South Africa in the corner.
Whatever.
Kí ló wà náà?
I don't know. You don't know what.
His name was
Move cut last. What I was saying.
okay. Ó wá lé àwọn èèyàn.
One new.
Kí ọ̀rọ̀ post ẹ̀? Kí ó má dì ní?
No. Only me.
Kẹ̀kẹ́ tó yẹ kó máa tú. Okay, àwọn èèyàn ló ní kó tu àbí? Kó tú nǹkan tó jí. Ṣé wá ṣáyàn ni?
No.
Ṣé èkó ṣe ṣàwọn báyìí?
Goes to the floor again. Ivory Coast have said they beat South Africa 1-0 back in 2014 when they last met in this tournament. To deny South Africa a place in the Women's World Cup, and even though we're very early in this tournament, it's possible that they may be doing the same again. And he will take the free kick. Into the 8th minute of stoppage time we go. Ludwig. Donnelly. And again. Lukai into Ludwig. 3 in the middle for South Africa, but he does not come into their own at present.
Ìjọba ní kó dín nǹkan ṣe ló yẹ kó gbẹ ìlú jí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ọmọ nǹkan tó tọ́jú sínú ẹ̀.
South Africa keep their AFCON 26 dreams alive. Dramatic goal deep into stoppage time. How much time will there be from now on? Well, the South African players in the middle of the pitch are urging their teammates forward. They want to third.
Oh, they like the TV.
They fall to the floor. But they at least have a point. Ivory Coast, possibly the most famous.
Should if it plugs there. It's working for me. It's working for me too. So you put plug there for long to go. When you eat finish, take paracetamol and stay. Oye tí mo gbé sílẹ̀ yẹn pé kẹ́ fi ṣe oògùn kọ́sáàdì sọ pé fẹ́ ṣe ti mú tán.
Where we get to thrill you with good live music like you never ever experienced before. Yes, on the show tonight is a shooter from the East, someone who's actually known for electrifying stages with his cultural sound and style. So, my question for you tonight is, are you ready to be cultural fired? Like that. And it's all good, guys. I am your host with the flows, ladies and gents. You already know, Black Child from the East Side of Choco, with nothing loco, because I always stay fly like I'm supposed to. So if you're ready, like I'm ready right now,
laptop
Let's
yẹn
straight
play kìíní.
into it. Get yourselves prepared because you are about to be blown away.
Yeah,
And a
the
big
video
shout
is
out
not
to
for me.
all of our
Sure.
viewers wherever you are tuned in from across the world, whether you're watching on TSTV, Free TV, Go TV, Facebook, and all of our socials. We say welcome, not you. And to all our amazing guests in the house tonight, we say welcome to you. Even as we raise up to be blown away by one and only
Okay, my look at I'm going to let it back.
So raise up, guys. Come Lounge is back. And July
Yeah,
edition
well, Banji.
show. We're going for a quick break right now.
Yeah, well, Banji should
And
be
when we get back,
the wind jabber.
No.
the stage. Welcome to Come Lounge July edition. Right
Where
here.
you go find? What's there?
No.
So what? What's there? Go so good, Julie. Mo wà dáadáa wà lọ ṣàkọ fáwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi àbí mo ti lò tán sí lọ sọ sí kan ṣé kò lò tán kò fọ kò sa kò fi kí fún mi lókè ọ̀rọ̀ tó ká padà kó má lè mọ bó ṣe máa ní ìtì fún ara ẹ̀.
So here is our CEO Conte, who has beaten individual and is a worthy champion.
Hola, más
Play kìíní tó play
kí ni lọ́nà? Apá mi ìgbà tí mo bí á wíkẹ̀ndì ẹ̀yà àjọ ìgbà àárọ̀ jùlọ wọ̀. Nígbà àdékọ́ sọ pé wọ́n supply. Wọ́n supply kí ni ẹ̀fọ́. Gba nọ́mbà wọn. Bí a máa tẹ̀ wo nọ́mbà wọn online máa pọ̀.
nǹkan mi wò ní iṣẹ́ náà mi wò. Kí ló rí? No, owó la ṣe náà kó mo gba copyright. Owó ni iná. Etí géèmù la gba copyright. Mi gba copyright kankan. Nǹkan náà mo gba copyright. Etí okay. Ṣé àwọn lè nọra wọn ni? Àwọn dè lè ṣe. Èmi ò rí ní ìrè pé wọ́n hà mọ́ ara wọn bí o. Tó tẹ̀ ni mi ò wọ́n hà mọ́ ara wọn kò séèyàn kan tó hit ara wọn. Àwọn ara wọn náà ni wọ́n. Nǹkan tí mo kọ̀wé ni pé tí bá lọ síbi edit màá lọ sọ pé is an AI content. But possibility wà pé èèyàn lè gba copyright náà torí kò ń ṣe fídíò mi. kíní ìkọ̀ọ̀kan tí mo ṣe níjọ́sí lórí sọtífíìtì kí ajá ni àbí cat wọ́n dìbò jẹ́ torí wọn remove ẹ wọ́n tó sọ pé anything animal ní post ọmọ òun náà wọ́n tó ti ń post that I don't even have the intention of posting this mo kọ̀wé ní. You are not watching it there. Eh? Because I was seeing 3 person before and I seeing 1 person. Kíni yóò tẹ̀ wọ́n mi kan tó máa jẹ́ your own video gangan ni the best thing your own gangan.
Niger Delta, the backbone of Nigeria's economy, hangs in the balance. Who protects Nigeria's resource?
Ìnáwó tí mo ná lórí kíní yóò ti pọ̀ ní ìgbàdàn tí sọ pé mo ti fẹ́ lọ ra iye pọ̀. Tí wọ́n bá ti rà gan, wọ́n is possibility that it will go. That's another thing. Àbámọ̀ oúnjẹ tẹ̀ ṣe. Yes, nígbà tó lọ sí lédè yẹn tó wọ́n stream ló.
bóyá lọ ṣe kọ́ọ̀tù ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó ti ṣe ní.
Kò sí ní oṣù. Èyí expect kò jà ní tó bá ti jà kò sí problem tó bá dẹ̀ ti jà náà ní ìṣù wa tó bá ti jà no problem.
bàbá ti kẹ̀kẹ́ yàtọ̀ ní property.
Èyí tó bá jà yẹn
because
wọ́n tó ìyàwó ẹni tó bímọ fún wọn bá lè gbá àgbè tó bá tẹ̀ tó bọ́mọ ìlú ní. Ó gẹ̀ẹ́sì ni ìgbà tó tó bímọ fún ìsìn kan láti ó ti lóyún rẹ̀. Ìwé tí yẹn máa tẹ̀ pọ̀ tàbí tó bá organize ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ìgbà yìí ló pè. that things in your mother. That's what they say. Don't get it, you know. Eh? Then you can go and take your food. So you can use paracetamol.
Maybe see them. Come on, when you go back to that seat.
You go and they call me.
Ever going to tell me?
It's not. Look on the day, they start. Jẹ́ ti jẹ́ dandan bàtà àwọn Indian film gbà yẹn that short man tó lọ fẹ́yàwó mi sí bá ti ní bàbá àti mi ṣe wọ́n ṣe first reading wọn ò bí ọkọ rẹ̀ ìwà tó wù ẹ́ contact ọmọ lórí ẹ̀rọ ìjìnlẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ fẹ́ pọ̀ nínú ọkọ̀ tí ó dẹ̀ ti go ahead and go without any law wọn ò lè gbárù ẹ̀ lóyìnbó rárá that's nonsense àǹfààní kan tó ṣe ní ayé ẹ̀.
No, like my phone is get 25.
And you not brush your teeth. Only go invite Portable. Now you won't make a come scatter my wedding. But I will invite Portable. You know invite Portable. Any company you could invite Portable. You won't make a come scatter my wedding. Kí ni mò ń wò? Okay. 0 person ló wà ńbẹ̀. 1 person. 1 person. Kí ni cry fẹ́ ṣe fún? Oh, bá cry dollar. What do you want me to do to it? Take paracetamol, use. Eat. Take paracetamol, use. Put cloth, put it there. What did she want me to do to it? Me too, my teeth is paining me. I did not cry to anybody. I will put, when it's paining me, that I go and put cloth there and I will use paracetamol and I will sleep. is paracetamol you will use. If you want to swallow, go and take one paracetamol, use it, go and sleep. That cry cannot do anything, we will just tell you sorry. And you said that it's shaking. If it's shaking, it will remove. And if you want to daddy to take it to hospital, go and remove it. When it comes, tell him.
This week, we take a closer look at the bank's mandate, its wide-ranging of housing finance solutions, and how Nigerians can access these opportunities. But first, let's begin with updates on the recent activities of the bank and the housing sector in general. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. In our news tonight, FMBN continues to in partnership with state government on affordable housing delivery, and ICPC and the recovery of the land to FMBN for 962 affordable homes. In other news, development finance leaders advocate realistic capital for national growth. Stay with us for details of these stories and more after the break. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria (FMBN) and the National State Government have reaffirmed their commitment to expanding affordable housing delivery through stronger collaboration aimed at increasing access to decent homes for residents of the state. This commitment was made during a council visit to the bank's headquarters by delegation from the state led by Governor Abdullahi Sule. Speaking during the visit, government commended the bank for its long-standing partnership with the state, noting that ongoing housing projects in Lafia, Chefi, Apanga, and Toto reflects the shared commitment of both institutions to supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Green Home Housing Program.
I told you the business you have and peculiarities. The library is actually increasing in size in population every day. Apanga is a set. Apanga is now the center. You have seen what was supported recently, for the groundbreaking of the fourth major highway. These are the places you have selected for your housing. And that's the reason why I want to tell you that you have done your homework well. And I think it's a wonderful thing that you have done. And I think that's a family there. Thank you.
Responding, the managing director of FMBN appreciated the governor's support and disclosed that the bank has financed more than 1,500 housing units across the Federal State, while providing billions of naira to NHS contributors through the bank's various products and NHS funds.
We are also financing revenues for motorized civil servants to enable them to acquire the houses being offered for sale under the state government's owner-occupier housing scheme. As at date, 94.7 million naira has been disbursed to the state government in respect of 29 beneficiaries under this scheme. Furthermore, Your Excellency, the bank has deferred 1.02 billion in National Housing Fund contributions to 5,462 retirees from national state, ensuring that the workers who faithfully contributed to the NHS scheme will receive the benefits due to them at the retirement.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has taken possession of the recovered land in Harvard Street, Abuja, where 962 affordable housing units
Football standard size that's used to develop a mass housing of less than 162 houses that was supposed to be those from 2012 since 2012. And it is now that ICPC in collaboration with the Government Bank, we are going to ensure that this massive project is realized.
In response, the managing director of FOU shows by the city described the recovery as a major milestone that will unlock the value of public resources already invested in the project while strengthening the bank's efforts to provide more affordable homes for Nigerians.
This was a failed project, and this asset has been abandoned for a long time. And for us as a bank, it has been sitting in our books as a bank, and we now have an opportunity to substantially recover that loan and put this asset to be used. So, as the photo of the channel, we are going to work very swiftly to get competent and qualified developers to develop this.
The Association of Nigerian Development Finance Institutions, ANDFI, had its sixth annual General Assembly, which was held in Abuja, under the theme Unlocking Domestic Capital for Development Financing, with a focus on stronger collaboration and increased mobilization of domestic capital to accelerate economic growth and sustain national development. Speaking at the event, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of Speaking at the event, the managing director and chief executive officer of FNB Insurance and City announced that the bank would officially launch the FNB Diaspora NHF engagement in London in the month of August, describing the initiative as a major milestone that will provide the support with a secure pathway to influence and invest in Nigeria. Welcome back. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria was established to provide affordable housing finance to Nigerians through the National Housing Fund scheme. Today, the bank offers several housing finance solutions designed to meet different housing needs, whether you're buying your first home, building one, renovating an existing property, or developing housing through a cooperative. In our next segment, we shall take a closer look at the different types of products the bank offers.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria was established by the NHF Act No. 3 of 1992. The bank manages the National Housing Fund scheme by mobilizing long-term funds for housing development through monthly contribution of eligible Nigerians.
One of the major mandates of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, amongst others, is the administration of the National Housing Fund. The National Housing Fund was established by an act, and it is to serve as a pool of funds where all Nigerian workers are expected to contribute 2.5% of their monthly income. It is this pool of funds that the Federal Mortgage Bank is mandated to administer and to assist all Nigerians to have access to a home of their own at affordable rates.
Delivering on its mandate, the FNBN continues to expand access to affordable housing through innovative mortgage products, strategic partnerships, and institutional reforms. The options for home ownership and housing finance offered by the bank include NHS mortgage loan, rent-to-own scheme, home renovation loan, individual construction loan, native housing development loan, NHF diaspora mortgage loan. Each of these products is designed to support contributors meet specific housing needs. NHF mortgage loan is designed to help Nigerians access affordable housing finance. It enables eligible contributors to access up to 50 million naira at just 6% interest per annum, repayable over as long as 30 years.
As a contributor, you see how that you are interested in. You get an offer from the person, whether it's a developer or a private individual, you accept the offer, and then you go and you know, the primary mortgage bank that you want to take your own loan. And the list of these primary mortgage banks are on our website. So somewhere when you want to apply for the loan, you can go to our website, you see that there is a primary mortgage bank, and then you choose the one you want to use. So what
provides immediate access to FNBN funded homes, while repayment is made monthly until ownership is transferred.
This is a product that is specifically tailored to our own funded estate. When I say funded estate, what it means is that these are estate that is financed by federal mortgage fund. So when you see an estate that you are interested in, you go to any of our branches, you process your loan. When the loan is approved, we give you your key, you rent out house, you pay the rent out, by the time things go down, you come in. So that's also a part.
The individual construction loan provides financing support to help contributors build homes on their land.
This is a product that is designed for people land with a valid title. So when you have land, you are contributing to a valid title and you want to build a house by yourself, you go to any of our branches, the better one is not going to the primary market bank. So you go to any of our branches, you fill the form, they will process the rent for you. And that one is also for the maximum 50 million, a turnover of 50 years, and I interest rate 7%.
The Cooperative Housing Development Loan on its part supports registered cooperatives by providing finance to develop housing projects for their members.
When there is a cooperative that's group, and they have, members that have affordability, and they say that they want to build an estate, all they need to do is they get a developer that builds for them. They from the NBN apply for a loan. Of course, they give us a list of the people that when they get house when they are built, to give them the loan. The developer will build the houses for them. When the houses are built, we now create mortgages for them so that the developer can pay back the loan. And that one, the construction loan is usually for 24 months, which is good. The interest rate is now 75%.
Together, these products provide flexible and affordable housing finance solutions tailored to meet the different housing needs of Nigerians.
One of the most important things that it is accessibility is access. What you have access to is you can easily, if you don't want the case, you go for this and that. So people will have access to different kinds of financing. So this product I use it because of the various features we have. When you want to purchase the house, you have the product for it. When you want to construct yourself, that's a product for it. When you want to renovate your house, that's a product for it. When you want to just your house, you want to enter like the one that you live, you want to pay rent, you pay the rent in full. And then you are cooperative. So because of these various options, it gives people accessibility.
You're still watching Everyone Deserves a Home. Accessing housing finance is about more than choosing the right product. Understanding the eligibility requirements and following the correct application process are equally important. Up next, we'll look at some of the key requirements for accessing FNBN's housing finance products, as well as common mistakes that can delay loan approval. This will make your journey to home ownership easier. Keep watching.
Every FNBN loan has its own eligibility requirement. However, there are basic conditions every applicant must meet before accessing any of the bank's housing finance products. Eligibility of the FNBN loan must be a contributor to the National Housing Fund scheme, must contribute to the scheme for at least 6 months, have a proof of income, property details, must meet the requirements for any of the products he or she is applying for. Understanding these requirements before applying can significantly improve your chances of approval. Applicants are therefore encouraged to ensure their energy contributions are up to date, provide complete documentation, submit applications through accredited mortgage institutions, and carefully follow every stage of the approval process. These simple steps have reduced delays and improved the chances of successfully accessing housing finance. There are, however, simple reasons why loan applications are delayed, and they include less than 6 months NHF contribution, wrong application channel, incomplete documentation, poor income documentation, failure to meet repayment requirements, delays from primary mortgage banks, lack of required security, pending disbursement approval. Beyond accessing the bank's products, eligible contributors who retire or disengage from active service can also apply for NHF refund with interest.
There's an act that backs up the national asset fund. It's not just a product. It's much bigger than a product, right? And you have to work in tandem with what the act says. So the act recognizes the fact that these same contributions individuals are making over time beyond getting access to mortgage loan and sorting out their repayments as a way to over a period of time. The bank has an obligation to inform to the contributors when they are contributing with interest, during the time they are retired from service. So we see a lot of impacts around that space.
With a clear vision and renewed focus, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria continues to advance its mandate of making home ownership a reality for Nigerians.
We wish to appreciate Nigerians who are contributors to the national system. We thank them for their patronage, we thank them for their confidence in the Federal Reserve Bank of Nigeria and their consistency in contributing to the national system. We assure them that we are constantly looking at ways in which we improve service delivery for them. If they are experiencing any issues presently, let them just bear with us. We are constantly working how we can do that. Whatever we think will change very fast, very quickly. So they should take their confidence in us. I will continue to work with them to deliver our documents and managing more affordable housing delivery for Nigeria.
Affordable housing begins with access to the right information. Whether you are planning to buy, build, or renovate your home, the Federal Bank of Nigeria offers financing solutions designed to make home ownership more attainable. For more information, visit the bank website at www.fnba.gov.ny or your nearest application. Thank you for watching. Everyone deserves a home. I am Dependent Liza. See you next week. Good night.
The following is a paid presentation by Showhead TV. Are you ready for a clearance sale deal that will transform your body, and your budget? Do you have the fitness level you really want? Have you paid for gym membership and never gone again? Are you struggling with exercises that don't deliver results? Or do you find yourself spending hours in the gym with little to show for it? Traditional workouts can be boring and ineffective. You need a solution that combines efficiency and delivers real results. Introducing the Sportex Ultimate Total Crunch, the Super 6-in-1 exercise machine designed to elevate your fitness journey. Say goodbye to ineffective routines and hello to a workout that really works. With the Sportex Ultimate Total Crunch cutting-edge technology, you can change your body in just 15 minutes a day. Its enhanced features deliver a full-body workout that's efficient, effective, and enjoyable. Target specific muscle groups effectively. With the Ultimate Total Crunch, you can achieve a full-body workout with its style 6 design right from your home. Sculpt your abs in just 10 days with and target your calves and glutes in 14 days. Stepping rope. Strengthen and tone your arms in 12 days using the adjustable resistance bands of the arm exercise feature. Twist your way to a slimmer waistline in 10 to 15 days with the innovative waist twister to engage your core muscles. Enhance your upper body strength in 3 weeks with the built-in push-up bar. Perfect for developing your chest, shoulders, and triceps. With the Ultimate Total Crunch, you can achieve your fitness goals effortlessly, all from the comfort of your own home.
What is Ultimate Crunch? My own body works at the same time.
I love that I can do different exercises to different parts of my body.
Only Ultimate Crunch keeps my own body in motion. With the Ultimate Crunch, you can achieve effortlessly, all from the comfort of your own home.
The Sportex Ultimate Total Crunch is now available exclusively from ShopXT. For a limited time, we're offering an exclusive clearance sale price with up to 30% off. Similar workout machines can cost up to 500,000 naira and may not be as effective. For a limited time, call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code to get the Sportex Ultimate Total Crunch, not for 450,000 naira, not even 400,000 naira, but just 324,950 naira only. That's a saving of over 100,000 naira. Incredible. And that's not all. You can get the Sportex Ultimate Total Crunch in 2 easy payments of just 162,475 naira. That's right, pay twice to own this amazing fitness solution. Call the number on your screen now or scan the QR code to order the SportX Ultimate Total Crunch, and we'll also deliver the SportX Ultimate Total Crunch to your door for free. But hurry up, this exclusive ShopX TV offer is available for a limited time only, so call now while stocks last.
CD is a paid presentation by Showcase TV.
And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I
kí ni màkàrónì tó bá pé wọ́n fún mi tó fẹ́ tà wọ́n pẹ́ má rà ní má rà mọ́ tó bá dà sínú omi ordinary water nǹkan tó bá dà yín gan èmi jẹ́ mọ́ tí a bá dà sínú ordinary water ó máa tú kábàánì ó máa dàbí kíní.
So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
The expected developments of Nigerian civil access to the state of security.
Okay.
Báwo ló ń jẹ́rú àwọn kúnlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́? Àwọn ọba tí mo máa ń pè máa lọ ra ẹni lẹ́lẹ́.
Ilé yìí wà ní ẹ̀rù ìjẹ́ mú wá ní ìsẹ̀ńtà.
Apá àìsí spam.
Mo kì í sí omi gan-an ní ilé ìsẹ̀ náà. Náà wá fi ṣètò ní ìbá.
Sanctioned defaulting healthcare facilities and expanded coverage for pregnant women, pensioners, and other vulnerable Nigerians. These reforms point to an institution attempting to restore confidence in a system that has long struggled with public trust. But the bigger test lies ahead as the capability of retail tonight. Can Nigeria transform 22 million employees into true universal health coverage? Can health insurance cover more rather than the exemption? And reforms of paper translate into better treatment in Nigeria's hospitals. Talk us about the vulnerable groups. So
So the
So
vulnerable
even when
youth
it's
fund,
back, thank you.
is a really important
My name is
initiative.
Eh?
What it specifies
Yes, yes,
is really
Yeah, no, you don't want.
different
I
sources
say
of
I will
funding
know
to
the
ensure
expenses and not
it
the
targets health
Eh?
insurance towards the poor and needy as prescribed. The basic health insurance fund is one source of the funding. It also accommodates multiple sources of funding.
Yeah, what's up? Any cars, please.
Transfers, loans, etc. And a
What's
lot
up,
of these
what's up?
activities that I just mentioned are part of that pool of funds that we classified as a vulnerable group.
How do you ensure that the funds actually get to the poor and that politics doesn't come and play a role in who qualifies for the fund?
No, I think that's a very good question. And to be honest, in Nigeria, it's not hard to find, to locate the poor and the vulnerable persons. And in any child department that looks at those who can't contribute, it's called the normal sector department. And when we identify these groups of people, they are hard to guess. A woman that has fistula, nobody, it's not something you wish on anyone, right? A woman that is about to be that has a complication, no woman voluntarily wants hemorrhage or wants a CS. These are things we don't want to happen. But if and when they do happen, we can easily identify these persons. But of course, going further in terms of the medium term, we have to, I mentioned the National Social Register and the vulnerability assessment tool. And these are mechanisms that we are trying to use.
We have been humbled to contribute over the last 20 years of this partnership $2.4 billion. And over the next 5 years, we will be contributing over $500 million towards vaccination campaign, which will see this partnership vaccinate an entire generation of children in this great country.
The organization is also hoping that Nigeria will leverage its African Vaccine Manufacturing Accelerator Program from a $1.2 billion instrument to promote commercial vaccine development on the continent.
And we really look forward to vaccine manufacturers from Nigeria come forward and take benefit from this instrument, and we will facilitate that in every way possible. So we now need your support to make this partnership work in 2026 and the years beyond as well, so that we can continue to vaccinate every child, make vaccines accessible to every child in every little corner of your great country.
The wonderful, joyful, Gary attitude is well appreciated. The president embraced the offer of continued partnership with Gary, giving us acknowledged what he described as a dramatic improvement in the Nigerian health sector under the coordinating minister.
The program of acceleration, the production of vaccine united is empowering the continent. But here is the heart of the Africa. We want you to the entire population to be foresighted, farsighted.
I'm talking about the two partners. The fall game against the different Malawi, we're not expecting that result, but I'm sure that the ladies will bounce back. So there's so much to talk about on the show tonight, and it's a pleasure to join you again.
Right, Abimbo Adela will also be joining us from London because we'll be taking a look at what FIFA is doing, and of course, Pakistan and other physical communities. Abimbo is going to have a journey.
I'm so excited tonight. My dad will be coming last. Did you see what Ezekiel Nathaniel what he just did for Nigeria? That's awesome. Immediately, he took the last bit. I just knew nothing was going to stop. And I'm so excited tonight. What a time, once again, to be in Nigeria. Good evening, Nigerians. We are celebrating already.
We are celebrating right here in the studio because they have to rush in to start the show. Right, let's take a look at some of the talking points coming from the FIFA Accord and the price do they plan to actually sell the tickets? Let's take a look at some of the talking points and from there we will dwell on this now. How many votes does FIFA need to sell the World Cup shares? Now here we have it, okay, you can quickly have that again, how many votes they need to actually sell World Cup shares. We have that back, we will bring it back to you, okay? The key elements of the proposal, we have a new commercial subsidiary moving events and revenue operations into a separate corporate entity. And of course, you also have the private investment. We're selling roughly 20% of the new entity to outside financial backers to raise $4.2 billion. So it's the sign of the dollars that some associations are actually looking at. So this is what we see. And of course, for member association of giving each of people's 211 member federations a one-time $20 million investment opportunity. Lot of opportunity here. And also for government control, FIFA insists it will retain sole authority over tournament rules, sporting formats, and governance. Now this is where controversy has been because people are thinking that once this stake is sold, the businessmen, whether it's taking over the 20% stake, will have to organize all the competition and also in terms of sporting events, in terms of structure, in terms of governance and everything that comes in, they will now be in charge. But FIFA is saying that it will retain full authority over tournament rules, sporting formats, and governance. But then they will be responsible for organizing FIFA events, which most fans and of course government bodies are really not happy about. They don't want businessmen really want running football. So these are the key elements of the proposal. So under FIFA rules, 106 votes out of 211 member associations are required either to approve or block the proposal. Now for CAF, you have 54 votes, no decision yet, to wait for next week. For AFC, that's the Asian Confederation, 46 votes, they rejected the proposal outright and they want consultation. For CONCACAF, the 35 votes, they've also rejected the proposal. For Oceania, 11, no decision made yet. For CONMEBOL, 10, no decision made yet. Of course, for UEFA, they have 55 votes, more than any other of these confederations. They rejected the proposal outright. So FIFA will now be waiting for decisions from CAF, from Oceania, and of course from CONMEBOL. And if you put these together, it is not enough for them to actually get that vote that they need. That's what it's looking like from what we have here. Let me be more specific. Let's take this out of the way. FIFA trying to sell subsidiary, of its enterprise, of the subsidiary of the World Cup Stage 2, an enterprise to organize and of course get more money for FIFA. And FIFA happens to be non-profit organization, but what do you think of this?
To me, you just don't make a decision with the fiat without consulting all the members of professional National Football Associations. This is not a private interest. Balls, but and everyone should be carried along before any decision about the future of their country is made. But what FIFA has done right now is just to push the fear regardless of whatever anyone thinks. This is not a private interest. It's not a private organization. You are commercializing. But for every state, you are selling the soul of football. That's how great the and of course, CONCACAF is seeing it. And to me, I think it's disrespectful. Germany continually disrespected the footballing world. I don't know if CAF will see it differently, but this is utter disrespect to the entire footballing world, including you and I, that the decision is taken without prior knowledge of other confederations.
Gàrí ẹ̀jẹ̀ mú lọ sọ kankan pa.
This is not problem.
Bàbá sọ̀rọ̀.
Mo lọ pé lẹ́bù ló pé ǹjẹ́ mo lọ tẹ̀sán mo lọ pé lẹ́bù ni pé lẹ́bù gàrí ló fi ṣe.
Ọjọ́ tẹ̀sí mo lọ náà láti sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀.
Ó ń bọ̀.
A ti sọ̀rọ̀ gàrí lẹ́yìn ìbàdàn tí mo lọ. ìwé ṣèwé mi ìwọ̀n wọn gbàdé mi àti yín sọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà tájọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ náà ni pé tẹ bá ti tèsì kẹ mu wá ka o kémi náà mo bó ṣe rí ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ mo ṣe ń retí pé kẹ mu fún mi ní tó kù.
ìgbà tó kọ́ ló máa ń lù kó tó lù mo sọ fẹ́ fún mi lòun wọ́n fún ẹni tó sọ fún mi pé kí wọ́n náà kí ní ìdókòwò àkọ́nà tèsì ẹ̀.
ìgbà táwọn sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ la sọ yẹ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mu lọ rárá ta ti wà níbí.
ìgbà tẹ́mi ti dé tẹ́mi ti jọ́ tí mo mu lọ mo dé jọ́ kejì mo sọ fún ẹ.
lẹ sọ fẹ́ mi
mo sọ fún gáàdì mo gbọ́ gáàdì ibi tó jókòó sí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ràn. I'm very sure that ó mọ ọkọ tó ń ṣe.
èmi kọ́ lẹ̀ bá sọ èmi kọ́ èmi àti ìjọ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa gàrí lẹ́yìn ìgbà tí mo lọ èmi tí mo sì ń retí kẹ mu wá kẹ mú yòókù wá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa mú tán ni àbí ìgbà ọ̀rẹ́ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe sọ pé ẹ ti mú no ẹ ní sùúrù ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́sán ẹ mo fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣe ní èyí tó kù òun ti bẹ́ẹ̀ mu wá o báyìí báyìí ló ṣe rí o báwo lẹ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ. nǹkan tá à ń sọ kọ́ ló dáàdi ń fà bọ́ ẹ gbàgbé má mú gàrí wá fi sílẹ̀ má wọ̀ pé gbàgbé pé ẹ̀yin délé ẹ bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀rọ ni èmi tí mo ṣe retí review tẹ́fẹ́ fún mi kí n sọ ìbẹ̀ sáà kásá.
pàṣẹ pé tó bá ti di fóònù báyìí kò sí
òun tó ṣe fóònù ìgbà ọ̀lẹ̀ yín sọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́yìn sọ̀rọ̀ rárá ni tẹ bá ti dé tẹ ti jókòó síbẹ̀ ní orí fóònù náà lẹ́ẹ̀ orí fóònù náà lẹ́ẹ̀ orí fóònù lẹ́ẹ̀ máa wà tẹ́ fi máa sùn èyí bẹ́ẹ̀ mi sọ ẹ bá mi sọ mi rẹ̀ fún ilé sí ẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ pé ṣògbọ́n kan tí mò ń sọ ni ẹ bá mi sọ. tí o ẹkọ sọ̀rọ̀ sílẹ̀ ẹkọ lọ ni àbí báwo lẹ ṣe máa bá mi sọ tí mi ní fún yín lésì. ẹ dẹ̀ máa parọ́ mọ́ mi ẹ dẹ̀ sọ pé ẹ̀yin sọ pé kìíní. ìwà sọ mí dọ̀tí pátápátá. bí a mo jókòó bá bí ẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn ni ẹ̀ ń wọnú yàrá rẹ̀ pípé mi àti yín jọ sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí nípa irọ́ lẹ́pa. ẹ gbàgbé ẹ bá mi sọ ní sọ́ọ̀dẹ̀. a ti sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ náà lẹ ti mú lọ sọ́fíìsì yẹn ó ti tán. sẹ́yìn fojú sílẹ̀ débi pé mi àti yín máa sọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́yìn jẹ́ pé wájú ẹ máa tẹ fóònù yín lọ èmi àti yín ìbá yín sọ anything ìbá mi sọ anything.
If he can only try to get people to understand his vision and what he intends to do with his FIFA Forward enterprise. But it's going to be very difficult. At about 4:12 p.m. Nigerian time, I received a press statement, immediate release from FIFA, and the subject was clarification of FIFA Forward Enterprise proposal. And you see, and FIFA was blaming the media for incorrect reports. You see, they found a way to make it look like, oh, the media did not put it out properly. And we know very well that this fight, the inner of this fight, is between UEFA and FIFA. FIFA believes that they own football, you know, and they know that the European market is getting bigger and bigger. But don't touch the World Cup. Yeah, that's why we're not supposed to say that you're going to touch the World Cup and you're going to collect money from people at Yola, and you're thinking who pays the piper will not pay the tune. That no matter how you come out and put it in paper that, oh, it's not controlling right, it's not, my money is in your enterprise. What is the need for me? You know, he has a good intention that he wants to help Africa and all of this and all of that.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sọ̀rọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ ní tí wá ti táìpù ẹni tó lóun fẹ́ òun lè máa tà wípé nǹkan tá a bá ti sọ nípa ẹ̀ pé kì í jẹ́ tóun mọ̀ ọ máa sọ mi wá ní sọ̀rọ̀ rárá ẹ máa sọ mí dọ̀dọ̀ kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀. ẹni tó bá ti tẹ fóònù ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe àwọn ló ń tẹ fóònù tá a máa pè pé a máa sálámọ̀ gan wọn ní dáhùn. wọ́n máa sọ pé wọ́n tẹ fóònù ọmọ kan tó ń ṣe.
Infantino, the same way that Super League was dead on arrival, let him die this one and go. The entire person along that maybe they understand what he wants to do. And again, can I just chip in something, Cecilia? We're talking about FIFA looking at making more money. Did you know how much money they made at the 2026 FIFA World Cup? They projected, I think they projected about 11, they made $15 billion US. That's huge. So FIFA keeps making money, copying interest, keep aligning with FIFA, they keep partnering with FIFA. FIFA can never go broke. And that's the truth. And they keep widening their financial net, regardless of whatever they're thinking right now. And Austin succinctly put it, just as the Super League in Europe was dead on arrival, this will die on arrival. You know why? UEFA is the main pot of soup of football in the world. And whatever is going to happen without these guys giving their blessings, I'm sorry, nothing is going to fly. And that is what we see right now. And for Africa, and always dish out money to Africa or donate money to African countries. And of course, you ask yourself at times, because we are Africans, at the end of the day, we are Nigerian. What have we done with all the monies that we doled out?
Okay.
Many questions, no answers.
Yeah, many questions no answer because people usually don't monitor the money that is being given to these associations. It's not left for them. It's only the FIFA Forward programs that's the one they monitor because they want to see the investment and see what you're doing with the money. But every other thing, profit from the World Cup and all of this, well, we really don't know what they would do with the money. You wanted to chip in something before we leave this conversation?
Yeah,
Just 30 seconds.
I think you want to get out of my mouth.
Okay, all right.
It's going to be tough for Gianni Infantino to get this through without the UEFA. He combined all the other federations' votes. You see this 55 from UEFA. He literally works up, like he pushes down every other vote in that space. And you need the UEFA to be in line with whatever decision he wants to make. I don't think we should throw the entire idea out. Let us sit back, listen to more consultation and see whichever one can make more money.
Do you want to buy tickets for $1,000? Because they'll be hosting the World Cup and the Club World Cup.
The truth of the matter is that they'll buy. The people that will buy, will buy.
Okay, the people like us that can't afford it will stay at home. So let's see. I know we can actually, this is a conversation that will obviously continue for a long time until the proposal is goes through or it doesn't. All right, now let's move to the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, but that will be after this break.
About if you were giving a scholarship. Hi, I'm Hamda, and if you've known me for years, you know I'm a passionate speaker, a dreamer, a go-getter, and a lifelong learner that is all about growth, education, and embracing new cultures and opportunities that comes our way. Being a student that studied in Nigeria for years, I've seen how the system is and how it works. I've seen how the culture is, I've seen how the studies is like, but I've never experienced what it would be like studying in a Russian university. A lot of things still left to be discovered in Nigerian universities, but I just want to see how it's going to be like studying with people around the world, across different groups and have diverse cultures and all that. I really want to see how the Russian culture is like, how the studies. People around me will tell you that I love food. And one thing I wouldn't miss if I get this opportunity is tasting their food and learning how to cook it and learning how to pronounce it and not butchering the word. At the same time, get the opportunity to be able to explore the languages and learn them and to be able to speak. I only get to see how the Russian university is like on social media. Imagine how it's going to be like when I'm actually there. I am a strong advocate of saying your dream shouldn't stop at borders. Whether you study in Nigeria or abroad, education can take you places you never imagined. Remember, the world is bigger than you think. Bye.
The make or break, or do or die, whatever you want to call it. Now the Super Falcons of Nigeria against the Copper Queens of Zambia. This game is 9 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday, Nigerian time. So they have to win this to continue and stand a chance of getting tickets to the World Cup. Let's take a look at the head-to-head records between these two sides. Now, for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, when they met last year, July 18th, it was Nigeria 5 and Zambia 0. In 2022, Zambia beat Nigeria by a lone goal. In 2028, as the 11th, when the Nations Cup used to be held in November, December, it was Nigeria beating Zambia by 4-0. And of course, in 2014, Nigeria beat Zambia 6-0. It's been all
massive win. The part of Nigeria and Zambia have been able to beat Nigeria by a lone goal, and that was in 2022 when Nigeria failed to win the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. So this is the head-to-head record for the games. Now, the big question now is, I'm going to go to Austin first, right? For the Super Falcons, there's a lot at stake here. But maybe we'll have to listen to the coaches, the coach Justin Madugu and Chiamaka Nandozie talking earlier today ahead of the game against Zambia. And of course, from there, we'll have our analysis and we'll get reactions from the guests in the studio from what he has said.
The mood in the camp is okay. Everybody is looking very bright, and we've gotten over the incident that happened in the last game, and we're looking forward to the next game tomorrow. So we're not using the results of last year to make our assessment. We're looking at currently what is the Zambian team doing, what is their current status. Of course, we are well aware that their confidence will be boosted by
5 years
the victory.
for marriage.
Just as we too are pained by the defeat of the last game. So we will not also want to approach the game in a manner that we will look defeatist. We are coming out also to ensure that we get the result that we want. Any game you play, your ultimate goal is you want to win. So we are also coming out against them because we know what is at stake. It's an outright win or nothing for us. So we're not taking it for granted by any means.
This is not my first time making a mistake in the game. It has happened in the past, and if I had kept my head down, I wouldn't have continued.
Àbámọ̀ ìṣòbìnrin ní ilé ilé yìí, àbọ́kùnrin.
And moving forward, by the grace of Almighty God, we'll try to, we've been learning a lot since the last game, and hopefully the next game we'll try our best to make sure we get things correct. If you do 100 good things and if you do one wrong thing, they will use it to, they will use the one wrong thing to cover up the 100 you've done. Being a goalkeeper is very, very difficult. This is the most difficult position. Because when a striker makes a mistake, nobody sees it. When a midfielder, a defender makes a mistake, nobody sees it. But when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it goes to the net. So, it's not an easy position to play. I'm 100% okay. I promise you that the comments, everything is not getting to me at all. My teammates, the coaches, some good Nigerians, they've been behind me, they've been cheering me. They've been doing everything they can to make sure I'm good, and trust me, I'm 100% okay. Yeah.
She is good to go. The criticisms were loud. Yes, it was loud. Austin, is tomorrow the game finally that Super Falcons will need to win or second home?
Yeah, I've called it a win, match for the Super Falcons. Let's see if they can, display good character and, bounce back like the champions that they are. I'm glad that now the social media music got dropped. So nobody is dancing too much now. Everybody understands now that we can be beaten if we don't give, complete focus and keep our eyes on the prize. So I'm confident that they can do the job against Zambia. I won't lie, I love the responses from Coach Justin Madugu and the team. And Chiamaka Nandozie, just as you mentioned, all they need now is our support. Big Guardiola, the only thing we can do as fans, supporters, followers, is to support them to bounce back, isn't it?
I tell you, actually, I'm one of the fans, big fans of Chiamaka Nandozie. And I saw the game, I saw the mistakes. Well, they're all in the past right now. But I tell you, beyond what we saw on the field of play, this is a team that was not well prepared. Some weeks ago, Austin and the Sicilian echoed this sentiment. Don't forget, they were not well prepared for this tournament. That is in the past. The game must be played tomorrow, and Nigeria is condemned to win. Brings you back to 2002, if you remember the African Women's Championship then, our very first game of the tournament we lost to Ghana, 1-0, it was Sam Okoye that was in charge of the team way back then. And the girls just dusted themselves off and they got back to life and the fuck and Italian.
I am Detective Abimbola Abiodun, attached to APFNCCC Lagos and its White House inside the Killing Barracks at the Killing Yaba Lagos. So I will open the letter. Nigerian Police Force National Crime Center. They put my phone number. It is dated 31st July 2026. Letter of invitation. The Nigerian Police Force National Cyber Crime Center, NDMSCC, is investigating a case in which your name featured prominently. Number 2, the furtherance of the act, you are kindly requested to report for acquainted with the undersigned crew, the team leader, NDMSCC, Annex Lagos, as scheduled.
I'm a fan of the Super Falcons. I'm a fan of the Champions.
National Cyber Crime Center, best for White House, and the Police Barrack, Yaba Lagos.
Hopefully they should be
Your cooperation in this
Still a quick update. Men's 200 meters completed from Udoji Opustuke tight race. I knew that South Africa's that he eventually won that one. It was a tight race that Jamaica's Christopher Taylor finishing with a bronze medal. So Silva for almost killing the time of 20.09 seconds left. Billy around 19.96 seconds.
Silver, I would take it for 200 meters because that is a fantastic performance for him. Right, we're going to go into the common games shortly. We'll have time to dwell more on that. Let's quickly throw the question here before we wrap up the four in the studio. What do you want to see? What do you want to see? Separate from what they did last time, because the coach was playing high line of football and they wanted to try and control the league. When you're playing against Temwa, Chawinga, and then you have to beat her sister and then you have to play for high line of football against those two systems. So they're not African fans. I don't know the rest. I just want the champion element to return tomorrow. No disrespect to Malawi, but I mean, for a team that was making a debut at one point, I mean, they said that it's supposed to be. I remember they predicted that game before the match, 3-0 clean sheet. Wait, have you seen the Zambia winning play? Have you followed the team? No, I'm talking about Malawi now. No, Malawi, yeah, sorry, I'm talking about Malawi. Have you been monitoring Malawi? I understand where everyone is coming from. But when it comes to the drop call, I understand that, African people are trying to catch up with Super Hundred. I understand that. That the team everybody wants to be from the school Bayana, everybody wants to be many people on their side when they are playing against them. But against Zambia, between 2014 and 2025, we met each other 4 times. We got 15 goals against them. We considered only one against them. So, they won their game 6 points. The Super Falcons lost their mind. But again, you're talking about the best goalkeeper in the continent of Africa. We're talking about one of the best goalkeepers in the women's soccer in England. She's the goalkeeper of the month for Brighton. And we're talking about Africa, one of the best male goalkeepers in the continent of Africa. So we have everything we need to go into this game. We've got Champions League winner in our squad. We've got people that have played at the top level for Barcelona, for Arsenal, for Liverpool, for Atletico Madrid. So what else do you need in terms of quality? So you can't deny that quality. Whatever happened in that game against Malawi, maybe we underrated them, maybe we didn't see them coming, maybe they had more energy, more hunger in that game. They had a lot of mistakes that we needed to fix. Fact. But against that tomorrow, we don't need to tell the Super Falcons that straight. You know what you enjoyed the last time you won the World Cup? You see $100,000 still hanging somewhere with national honor, with landed property. You know that you win this one again, maybe it's 11. It's unprecedented. You don't like the fact that you have 10 stars around the logo of the NFL. It's 11. So I'm not sure it's going to give more motivation. They said they didn't have a direct contact to Ahmed. That is his money that contracted them. But they told them that it's Ahmed that gave them the money. Where is that money? They cannot provide that. They went on to do the World Cup. So I'm not sure we have any problem. But if it doesn't go in our favor tomorrow, then there will be problem. Now there will surely be problem. Alright, we do not want problems. Before we close, let's just take a look at the Thursday's results. slides of the A standings after two games. If we have that quickly, we just go through that before we close the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And just earlier this evening, South Africa had to come from 2 goals down to the Cote d'Ivoire. So that's how big women's football is getting. You can't just come in and beat anything like it was defeating 3-0 against Malawi. Now, Group A, Senegal and Kenya. Senegal won by lone goal, and Morocco had to leave it so late to beat Algeria also by a lone goal. So now, at the end of Group A, let's see how the table is looking like at the end of match day 2 for Morocco. After 2 games, 2 wins, of course, no losses. They've scored 5 goals so far, and they are on 6 points from 2 games. Algeria also 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss, and goals. The points 3, of course, just 1 goal, and that was against Senegal. For Senegal, it was after 2 games, they won 1, of course, 1 loss and -1 based on the goals that they conceded against Algeria. There was 3 points. And for Kenya, they conceded 5 goals. They yet to score any. Of course, they are also yet to win a game. So this is what Group A standing is looking like. So this is what we end this AFCON segment. Of course, we are going into the Commonwealth Games where they go, of course, they keep rolling in.
We have DIG in FCI. We have DIG in FIT. We have another DIG. We have 3 DIGs in Abuja. One person is saying, we get DIGs. One of them can take PTSD. IG monitoring units can take PTSD. Geneva Mosu, you will not be the Inspector General of Police in this country. Somebody told me that very that point you're sounding like you have been sponsored. You're sounding a political. Shut up your mouth.
Gold medal for Nathaniel Ezekiel. I mean, this is a good one for him in the men's 400 meters hurdle in Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. He thumped a resounding victory of 48.47 seconds, beating Jake Maxwell, who ran 48.99 seconds. He won silver, and Stephen Wilson Jamaica in 49.22 seconds. So Nathaniel, well, making good medal for him at the Commonwealth Games. Austin, yes, this is the breaking news we have on the show tonight.
Ó ti máa pọ̀ jù náà, báwo ti fẹ́ gbómi gbóná sẹ́nu? Ìgbọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀kẹ́ dúró sílẹ̀ kẹ́ wọ́n kó máa gbé bọ̀. Ó tí o, wọ́n ní mo fẹ́ mu ọtí mi, mo fẹ́ lóògùn mi. Wẹ̀kẹ̀, mo fẹ́ wẹ̀ wíwẹ̀ òun lọ. Ó dẹ̀ wá lóògùn ẹ̀ already time.
He wanted to
It's already time.
personal best. He has a personal best of 47.11 seconds, and he ran for 48.17 seconds. So in the final charge, I think he clicked the brakes on one of the hurdles and slowed it down, but he was able to bust the race and his gold medal number 9 for Team Nigeria. I thought UK would have also, done just enough to win gold. I spoke to him yesterday at the meeting, and he said, look, that this time around he wants to, do something for us to talk about it. But I totally agree with you. I will take the silver because I'm beat at fire. So yeah, at the moment, 9 gold medals, 6 silver and 3 bronze medals in Nigeria at this Commonwealth Games. We're getting closer to the end of it. Hopefully, more medals will come, and then we will find a way to consolidate on this performance.
Mú àgbọ̀mí ògbóná, ó kọ́wọ́ bọ̀ ni. Kò lè jẹ́ kó kún ókè, ọwọ́ mi ni ò débẹ̀ ni.
I mean, so that's why I said we will take the silver. For you to be able to run out from lane 8 and finish second, I mean, it is difficult. We've been covering athletics for a very long time now. Especially on track, we have that lane. The very difficult lane to execute and then get into the top 3, except you are at your very best.
Definitely, I mean, the best is always beneficial when you are in the 8th lane. That's number 1. Number 2, I just quickly went through the race. The finish was awesome. The last 30 meters in hours from the inside. Together, second place. And the silver looks like gold for Nigeria. And Udoji is a guy who keeps improving. And I don't think we'll see the best of this guy at the world stage. This is the Commonwealth Games, and it's not for the world yet. And the guy is just still knocking on the door. And I must say, kudos to him. A lot of people never give this chance But here we are with gold, silver, and the silver smells and looks like gold.
Like gold. For me, I think this is gold, really. I mean, we've got Nathaniel taking gold in the 400 meters models. We've got Unzurike taking silver all the way from lane 8 after emphasize that again in the 200 meters final.
I'll tell you, unfortunately, I already had my type out for Toby Amus earlier today.
Okay.
And you know, thinking, I mean, the goal was for us and all of that, but we understood we have to manage. I'm not going to celebrate that bronze as gold. But I think if you look at where we are on the table, our fifth position, number one ranked team from Africa, we're far from Australia and England, but then we're also looking at the other teams, behind us. But we're looking at our target at Birmingham at the last Commonwealth Games, and I think we can still get the job done. A couple of medals still up there, but again, I think we had a conversation on this show a couple of months, but maybe about a year ago, about we becoming too comfortable with the sport that we think we're comfortable at. You know, if you look at these games, there's a lot of sports that, yes, even though we don't have the natural facilities
tó ṣe kíní ògùn yẹn ó wà nínú ike ike malt kí wọ́n náà dẹ̀ wá lò ó wá dẹ̀ lògùn ẹ̀.
And track and field. Well, big shout out to the guy that got us the goal at the shot put. I mean, after so many attempts, but we need to start looking at the other sport that can give us so much better. When we go to the Olympics, we also almost look for those in the track and field and maybe in the weightlifting. Why should we not start looking at opening it up a little bit? We know that we can dominate when it comes to the African Championship.
máa bí aago máa lò rárá o torí mi ì fẹ́ kíyàn máa lò pẹ̀lú ogun kọ́kọ́ lògùn ẹ̀ tó bá dẹ̀ dọ́là ó lè lọ ọmọ tí sóbò nù bẹ̀rẹ̀.
At the swimming games, even at the Olympics, I'm not sure there are other sports that have more medals than swimming at the Olympic Games. I understand that we're celebrating, I understand that we're looking at
lọ lògùn yẹn lọ lògùn yẹn táìmù ti tó
and we're looking at
tó lè tè fáìtì ẹ̀.
medals, 5 gold and 5 silver and 3 bronze medals. We're looking at the possibility of getting better than we did at the last Commonwealth Games at Birmingham. We need to also start looking at the fact that, listen, we may not always be lucky when it comes to international fields, when it comes to the why don't you start looking at, developing young talent, looking at the sport games, catching these grassroots, athletes and making them know that we are good with athletics and the weightlifting, but there are so many other sports at the Commonwealth Games, at the Olympics, that we can also do well. We're celebrating Team Nigeria. We hope that we get more medals before the game ends, but we also need to start telling ourselves the truth. We cannot continue to rely on our strength, ignoring that we can also explore so many other possibilities.
You're spot on right there, because tomorrow we will be looking forward to the mixed relay team 4x400 meters. Seeing how they can win gold, because they run the fastest time in the world. He's making history. Inaugural mixed relay, and Nigeria set a record, created their own record, entered the record book, and so tomorrow see what they can do, see they can win gold. And that's one we have Ogazi. Ogazi will also be running. Tomorrow is going to be really busy. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day for Nigeria. Now, I just remember all the races that will be. I mean, for Ruth Usoro, she is in the long jump final. The mixed relay team also, the 400 meters also. I mean, this is going to be something else on Saturday.
Yeah, and we're expecting so much from track tomorrow, and always Ricky and Nathaniel, they put us in the mood. Ruth Usoro, unfortunately, she's the only one that will be out there, doing that thing. I wish we had Christina also, doing us. And I'm so proud of the mixed relay team. She's coming to this Commonwealth Games and you're already giving us the games record. Cecilia, it's something that we can look forward to. But when you see, when we're approaching the end now, what we should try to do is not to put pressure, because I know every United will be reminding them, if for nothing, NS does not get that their 16 gold medals and they want to surpass what we did at Birmingham. There's no table tennis here. There's no wrestling here. I think what we need to do, and this is an opportunity again to reflect. So after tomorrow's event, irrespective, I'm looking forward to see what we can do with the relay, because I think we've prepared our men's team so well at the start checking. But we are going to is this.
no pressure. But before we go there, it's important to note that with track and field, we have also started something that we must consolidate upon. Temitope Additional, the first Nigeria to win a medal at the Commonwealth Games in high jump, tells you that we can do something with that. I caught up with her, see that you mentioned that all of them, the vibes look good, they are happy. And if common kids, I say common because it shouldn't be a problem. Common kids seem to be motivating our athletes, then there's something wrong. Let's listen to Temitope Additional on the show tonight.
Abraham dìde kó lọ mú bẹ̀ máa gba fóònù yẹn lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ nísìn.
I have it in mind to put all the products
Ó dẹ̀ lo paracetamol sí, mo ti fún ẹ paracetamol
on
lẹ́ẹ̀kan.
their toes. Like, that's what I only want to do. Even I don't practice in the rain. Like, we have indoor back in the US, so whenever the weather is like that, we just have to look to the window. This was my first time competing in the rain. I will keep saying this wherever I'm going. Thank you, Coach Kola Adebayo. It discovered me from the Baba Jemu Premier League here. Yes, it discovered me. Having a coach really helped me a lot because the last Commonwealth game, I placed 10th. Yeah, I don't have a coach. I'm just there by myself, like just people that are willing to help, like they standing for me as a coach. But a layman cannot like be a coach. So there's difference between like a technical coach and a street coach. What I want to say to some people, they might feel like just kids, but to me, it's not just kid. Because putting on the kid, I'm so comfortable in it. When I got my bag, like my stuff, I was so surprised I could get like some stuff like, should I say like my length, my size. I was surprised I could get it because the one they normally give me was like, it's not even up to the gaps, like stag, like to make it like not obvious, stuff like that. But I'm so happy like they provide something comforting. And to me, the kids encourage me more because like I'm keeping this. If it's like the other kids, I give it out because it's not my size. But this one I'm putting on, so I'm keeping this like my size.
Look, when I was doing this interview, I was just like, Priscilla was saying basics. You'll be so shocked that because she felt good wearing a proper kit. It motivated her. And again, you see Nigeria, we went to last Commonwealth Games in Birmingham and she didn't have a coach, a country. Guardiola. Let's wrap it up.
I'll tell you something, Austin. Back in the day, when I started covering the Super Eagles right now, when the foreign-based players, I can't see the way these guys are kitted. The kits that they bring from their clubs, it's enough to make these guys want to go high. Now, in athletics, when the likes of the names just skipped right now, when you get to the national stadium and you see them changing their clothing and the guys that are home are intimidated. Now, these things, you think they're simple, you think they're nothing, but they go a long way. This is a raw talent that is shaping the world right now. It's the third best in the entire Commonwealth of Nations. There's a lot. Before now, they never used to have good kids, and it's enough to demotivate if they said English like that. But right now, the motivation started from the day they started unpacking their kids and want to do well for Nigeria with what I'm wearing. Nobody can intimidate me when I get on the field, when I get on the track, and I'm able to do it. She said it. And nobody's listening. That's the little thing. And hey, I don't hail administrators in Nigeria. They know I'm one of their greatest critics. But hey, Bukola Olopade and Sheikh Tinubu, thank you for this. Thank you for making our athletes smile even before the competition started. That lady was already motivated and inspired even before she jumped. And those are the little things that matter. Those are the little things that matter. And it's not just about the money that gets done. At the end of the day, it's about making them feel like human beings, like others who are representing other countries. So now, as they are unboxing, they are dreaming. And the dreams are becoming a reality. And I'm so excited today. And I wouldn't like to take away today, please, Austin and yeah, let me just celebrate Nathaniel. It's my takeaway. This guy is 23 and just follow his trajectory from the World Championship when it was fourth up onto the Grand Prix and everything. And this guy is now the king of the Commonwealth. We can't wait to see him become the king of the world.
Big Adiola, thank you so much for your time on the show tonight. Unfortunately, you used to catch fire when we are about to end the show. But it's all good. Thanks so much for your time. We'll catch up with you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. Thank you.
At all. Shout out to Ezekiel Nathaniel. What a story. See that was so close to being on the podium at the World Championship here. We all felt it because we know the sort of work that he has put into his athletics. So that's it. Team Nigeria doing well in the 2026 Commonwealth Games. We'll see what they will do tomorrow. That's the show right here. Scotland Stadium, Glasgow, Scotland, and Austin O'Connor. Everything you do, remember to talking. Bye for now.
Really, I mean, because thank you so much for doing that very good. Yeah, it's a big tomorrow. Yeah, there's so much athletics. Team Nigeria, the Commonwealth Games. We hope that we get more medals and as high as we can. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you for coming. But thank you so much for watching and you have a fantastic evening.
Africa is rising, and we are rising with her. Every day there's a new story, a new challenge, a new discovery, and a new victory. For 30 minutes, Monday through Friday, we bring these to you. From Abuja to Accra, and from Nairobi to Addis, Network Africa connects the dots, giving you a full picture and bringing the continent closer to you. Network Africa, weekdays at 4:30 p.m. only on Channels Television.
We all see the world differently, but our time zones, politics, diplomacy, and sometimes conflict all converge in one place on The World Today. The World Today brings you those headlines from around the world with in-depth discussions that help you understand the world we live in. Don't be in the dark. Catch us weekdays at 5:30 p.m. only on Channels Television.
It all begins here in the rainforest belt.
According to statistics,
Nigeria is the fourth largest palm oil producer globally, churning out over 1 million metric tons annually. It's a staple of our heritage, but our national appetite appears larger than our harvest. The widening gap between supply and demand has given birth to a lucrative yet lethal underground industry. To stretch supplies and maximize profits, especially in areas that don't produce palm oil, bulk buyers and urban retailers are taking low quality palm oil sludge and transforming its visual appeal.
These are oils where they take either they do out the tenera in small quantities and then they mix them with fillers. These fillers I'm talking about range from cornstarch to grease to paraffin to transformer oil. And then this, because those fillers don't have the natural color of palm oil, they then use Sudan 3, Sudan 4, carcinogenic dyes. And the problem with this is that it's very difficult for most Nigerians to tell the difference between both. And when you consume these oils over a period of time, you find that this person goes down with cancer at some point.
On our various markets today, some traders sell both side by side, claiming ignorance. But those who understand the difference explain.
You know that some oil foam, if you put it in the pot like this, it will foam. That foam that is foam is not because of the oil is soap. It's not soap. Because on palm kernel oil, we have native oil and agri. So that agri can foam, but they cannot give you bad taste.
Actually, very easy to get the bad ones because they are the ones that are most rampant. So most time when I buy oil, how I know the good one is by the color and Many
No,
of them
like
say you buy
color.
bad oil. Once you put it on fire, it starts to foam. And some of them put this like bad
Owó tí mo
oil.
fi dín
And
kí
it
ló pè
works
lánàá
is
ṣé ló ń
during
fòm
like little
mo
cold
fi
weather.
dín
They
ẹran
just
lánàá.
congeal. It will make some soup like native soup. It will make it so black. And the effect of that oil in the mouth
Fún
when you eat
Nàìjíríà
it,
yìí, you are not
it will be as
monitoring
if
what's
the thing
supposed
is
to be
coming
eaten.
in your
Àwọn tó
stomach.
dẹ̀ wà ní
But how do
ìcháàjì
you
ó wá
spot
ló
the
pé tí náà.
poison in your
Àwọn tó wà ní
pantry?
ìcháàjì kìíní yẹn àbẹ̀rẹ̀ náà.
The first
Tó
thing to
bá ti
look
dé
out for is
complain,
smell.
instead
You
of
smell
calling
your
bó
oil,
ṣe ń
you're
ṣe
not getting
to
that
just collect
taste.
bribe.
You want to start to check these other things. You want to
That's why
check,
this
you want
Nigeria
to
has a
heat it a
problem.
bit and see how much smoke is emanating. If you're getting a lot of smoke, black soot, do not consume that product. And then if you pour, even without heating, you pour the oil, and at the base of it, where you're expecting your fiber, right, you're beginning to see a sticky, gluey substance. That's not oil.
The human cost is devastated. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has repeatedly raised the alarm, categorizing Sudan diets as severe health hazards.
In fact, in 2024, we went around the entire country from one state to another, to sensitize the public against the use of buying such products. What you need to watch out for and what you need to be careful in buying.
Just before you buy your next bottle of palm oil, you must understand the responsibility falls on us all. NAFDAC can intercept shipments, but the ultimate gatekeeper is the consumer.
For many, it's just a cheaper bottle of oil. But the true cost of these market shortcuts isn't measured in naira. It's measured in hospital wards and lost years. As humans grapple with a rising tide of cancer cases, the food we eat has become a silent battlefield. Chris Alems, Channels Television News.
Àwọn ìlú mi máa ń ṣe pé ó máa ń ṣe pé fún ara wọn wọ́n máa ra pankẹ́rẹ̀ tó gbọ́ wọ́n máa sè é omi iná àwọn àgbẹ̀rẹ̀ kókó lọ́fẹ́ ṣe ó ní ìlú máa fi ń ṣebẹ̀.
For many, chess is just a game, a really intellectual and competitive sport. But for the people in this room, it has moved from the board to the walls, a muse for good and quality works of art.
Art is a global phenomenon and chess is a global phenomenon. And we see a lot of similarities between both. And we use the art and chess to draw a lot of views and gestures to art. That's why we combine the art and chess together. And if you see at the gallery today, we have a lot of youth cover from tourism, CDS, at the gallery today to identify with art and chess.
This group exhibition, titled The Art of Chess, has seen contemporary creatives churn out captivating images in a variety of media.
This event is a very nice opportunity to meet a lot of chess enthusiasts and also meet some art collectors that love chess, that are value chess. And I happen to be an artist that loves chess, and I love to paint.
Globally, chess has always stimulated creative minds in words